Have you ever seen base makeup look this good in your life? I think the answer is no. I filmed this entire drugstore base routine and all of the comments aren't even talking about my base. They're asking about my eye makeup. I'm gonna give the girlies what they asked for and I'm gonna give you an eye makeup tutorial. It is literally the easiest eye makeup of all time. If you were hoping that this was gonna be a collab update, I'm so sorry to say, it is not. For some reason, I'm really feeling wearing red lately. I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna go ahead and do my base routine off camera because I have filmed it 1,000,000 times. See you in a second. Okay, base is cooking. Let's do these eyes. I already did my brows. This is the bride-to-be eyeshadow palette from P. Louise. Stunning, has everything that you need. I personally think that this is the perfect bridal eyeshadow palette, but to each their own. I'm gonna start by putting a bronzy color into my crease, and then I'm telling you, this is the easiest eyeshadow look of all time. Okay, I'm gonna start with this rougher brush. This is the number 15, and I'm gonna take Breathtaking and Stuck With You, these two shades right here, and I'm just gonna put those in my crease. I'm just gonna mix them together, and I am fluffing them. Oh, I did put a little bit of my concealer, whatever concealer was left over on my concealer brush. I put that on my eyelid, but that's it. I didn't set it with powder or anything. Okay, and then I'm going in with a smaller blending brush. This is the Refer 14, and I'm gonna take these two darker brown shades. These are matte also, Match Made and Suit and Tie, mixing those together. And I'm going to start applying this to the eyelid. And I'm just kind of pressing it with the brush, and then I'm gonna go back in with that other Refer brush and blend out the edges. That's kind of the depth that I usually stop at. I don't make it too terribly dark, if I'm honest. And now we're gonna do the hard part, which is the eyeliner. Again, I usually use the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3 palette, but again, in my car. So I'm gonna be using the Pretty Grunge palette from Huda Beauty. I'm using the shade Grunge, which is a cream black eyeshadow. This is the reason I like to use that Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette, because it already has the cream shade in it. So I have all of the matte shades and the cream shade and the matte black powder eyeshadow that I use to go over the eyeliner. So I'm using a really tiny angled brush for this. This is a BK Beauty 208, teeny tiny, and I'm gonna pick up some of the cream shadow and I'm gonna make a really tiny sharp wing. I like to start where the bottom of my lash line meets the top of my lash line right here, and just kind of make an imaginary line up and out. So I start right down here and just kind of draw her out like that, and then I connect that line to my lash line. Really easy, really simple, really teeny tiny, nothing crazy. And then I just use whatever's left over my brush to kind of stamp across my lash line. Now that our eyeliner is kind of mapped out, I'm taking this teeny tiny pencil brush from Refer. This is the 23, and I'm gonna take the matte black from this palette, the shade Renegade right here. It's actually not super black, but we work with what we got. And I'm just gonna slightly stamp over that eyeliner that we just created. I'm smudging it just a tiny bit, but mostly I'm reinforcing that cream and kind of locking it in with a powder. This is what we're giving. I'm gonna dust away the bake. We're gonna apply a coat of mascara. Just apply whatever mascara you like. Then I'm gonna show you how I apply the lashes and do the inner corner, okay? Just were curled, I added a layer of mascara. Now we're going back in with the black to do the little inner corner, which I think makes this look so like sexy and elevated as opposed to just a traditional wing. So I'm gonna go back in with the black shadow on the little tiny angled brush. I'm using the powder, not the cream, just because I feel like it stays a little bit better in my inner corner. I'm literally just gonna follow the natural inner corner of my eye and just elongate it. It's time for the star of the show, the lash clusters. Okay, this isn't a strip lash. I did 3 clusters on each eye, just on the outer corner, and that's what gave that beautiful like cat eye effect, and I love it so much. I think it's so sexy. These are the Velour Extension Lash Clusters. This is what it looks like. Place 1 long, 1 medium, and 1 short on each eye, in that order. 1 long on the outer corner, a medium length, and then a short, and they should stop around halfway to the eye. I'm gonna do that. I can't talk while I'm doing it, so I'm just gonna film myself doing it, and I'll be right back. By the way, I'm using the Velour glue also to do this. I'll be honest, these do take some getting used to when it comes to applying them, but just practice. Don't give up. Stick with it. You will figure it out. I promise. Just take some trial and error. Here they are, all applied. I'm going back in with these two dark brown shadows from the P. Louise palette on a Rephr number 3 brush, just to smudge out the bottom lash line, just about halfway. Okay, bestie, this is the glam all finished. I did an all road lip combo. You'll see that in another video. I tried out the new lip liners, and I think this looks really cute. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comments, and I will see you again very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye, bestie!